Who knew our senior year would come so fast? The moment we've all been waiting and worked so hard to get to. The ending of a new chapter and another waiting to begin. This year was definitely a strange year, but we have grown from it immensely. And if it wasn't for this unique year, we'd have never learned how useful our technology is, how to manage school more efficiently, and most importantly, how to stay healthy and stay connected to our family, friends, and peers. Because we, ourselves, us as human beings, have kept us going through unbearable moments and experiences. Today I've gathered some of my grade 12 peers to share their experience and memories at SACHS.
Hi, my name is Colby Samlansky. I like the people. You know, the teachers are really nice. There's a good community here.
Hello, my name is Brianna Manning. I like the community, the teachers, and band.
My full name is Jackson Wade. I don't know, I love SACHS because it's just like a community and all that. Everyone is all together all the time and everyone knows everyone here. It's just such a small school and it's good for that.
My full name is Blake Bourbeau. I love all my friends here, all the teachers, and the whole environment of the school.
My name is Tegan Brzozowski. What I love about SACHS is the school atmosphere it brings every day. The teachers, the students, everybody is well connected and well rounded throughout every day.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle Tobish. What I love about SACHS is the accepting culture we have around here, that as a first year at SACHS grade 12 student coming from ESME, I felt really at home here in the first few months, and I think that's something really special about this place.
My full name is Alandra Terrell. What I love about SACHS is my friends and having one class, because I probably won't have that at university and I'll probably be way more busy.
My full name is Kira Robin Catherine Lockwood. What I love about SACHS is the teachers and the support system that the school has for the students. I feel like I am welcome at this school, and I really hope that's the case for everyone else.
Hi, my full name is Tegan Rain Harvey. I just love the student body and how everyone is friendly to each other and very welcoming. And also many of the teachers are quite helpful.
My name is Trinity Morier. I love the people who attend here.
My full name is Courtney Steffner. I love the people at SACHS and just the whole atmosphere.
Hi, I'm Julia May Baniak. I love SACHS because it's been a really nice and inviting community, and I love how friendly all the students are, and the teachers are really, really nice as well.
My name is Dan Bernardo. The incredible people I've met.
My full name is Olivia Branco. It's warm and inviting atmosphere, and the fact that I get to see my friends every day.
Marco Zubis, Hawk Walk.
My name is Izzy Bariziak. I would say just all the people here, the teachers here, just the environment overall.
My name's Joel and Johnny Garda. I like the people and the community that we have here.
My name is Jeremy Weeb. I love the teachers at SACHS.
I'm gonna miss being able to see my friends every day and doing different courses that I really, really like.
I'm gonna miss their drama program. Both Mrs. Dyer and Mrs. Kaler really bring out the best in everyone.
I think the biggest thing I'm gonna miss about SACHS is just being able to see your friends every single day. You kind of lose that ability after high school because everyone's lives get so busy. So yeah, I just see them on a daily basis.
Probably seeing all your friends like every single day, because if you go to post-secondary, have a job or something, then you won't get to see them every single day, but a little different.
The teachers and my best friends.
I'm going to miss the new relationships that I formed here at SACHS with my teachers and my new friends that I've made, and we haven't got enough time to really develop those bonds yet, so I'm going to miss that a lot.
The thing I'm going to miss about SACHS is definitely seeing my friends every day and just having fun.
Definitely lunchtime. Lunchtime was always a blast.
When I leave SACHS, I'm going to miss definitely the teachers and not seeing my friends every day.
Probably the people and all the friends I've made.
Seeing my friends every day, and that's about it, probably.
Hawk block.
I don't know. I'll have to say I'll miss like the good times I had here. And it was a pretty chill school. And so like I'm gonna miss like all the experiences I had with the teachers and all that. Going into university, people are a lot less personable there and all that.
I'm going to miss walking into a classroom full of my best friends every single day.
In SACHS, I'm going to miss all my friends and teachers, of course. I'm really excited for the future, but leaving this behind is going to be hard.
I'm definitely going to miss the teachers and all their support that they were able to provide throughout the years. They all were able to come together and help me through tough times. They were able to provide tutoring and everything that I needed.
I will probably miss all my friends and as well the teachers. I probably won't get the connections I have with my teachers elsewhere, so.
Some of the stuff that SACHS has provided me with is some of the studying tips that I needed to help me through my exams. It's given me a chance to really expand my knowledge on how I'm able to learn a bit better throughout the school. The teachers have been able to help me with tutoring if I needed tutoring, so that's how they've been able to help me.
It definitely helped me grow up, become a better person.
I've been able to be a part of student council, so that's helped me become the leader I am today with a lot of activities I like to plan.
SACHS for me has provided problem solving and all the skills I need for my future and going on with that.
I'd say SACHS has provided me with one-on-one learning opportunities with my teachers, so I've been able to build really strong connections with my teachers.
SACHS provided me a diploma.
SACHS has shaped me into the person I am today, and I'm very content with who I am today.
I would say SACHS has provided for me to get where I'm going is just, it's helped me become who I am and allowed me many different opportunities to become the person I want to be and just to be a good person, I guess.
SACHS has provided me with lots of clubs that I can join to further my interest in social justice initiatives and making the world a better place. For example, when I was in student union, Mrs. Montes provided me the opportunity to delve deeper into Black History Month, which is obviously something that affects me very much, and I got to interview Andrew Parker, a local activist here who is doing a lot to change the way that we look about racial culture in Edmonton and St. Albert and Alberta and the world as a whole.
Well, there was the IB program, which I took in grade 10 and 11, didn't manage to end up being taken in grade 12. But I thought that was pretty cool for getting just a step up in the learning process.
Hawk block so that I can see the teachers.
Well, they gave me a pep talk twice.
Being able to participate in many programs has allowed me to come out of my introverted shell a bit more and being able to be more open to new experiences and people.
Well, I'm going to post-secondary next year. I'm going to McEwen for engineering, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, SACHS has brought great teachers who have helped me to grow my skills, whether it be in English or social, or to develop a good understanding in like my math and science classes, or just have a bit of fun in whether it's band or cosmetology.
Our career practitioner has helped me narrow down what I want to do and help me take the proper classes I need for university.
Okay, well, first of all, a diploma. That was great. But other than that, I think just the confidence to be able to talk to people and have good social skills. Everyone's super, super nice here. And it's made me like a more confident person.
My best memory at SACHS has definitely got to be in construction class in the back messing around with the welders and stuff and getting in trouble from Mr. Newmeyer.
This maybe wasn't the best SACHS memory, but this was one of the funniest SACHS memories, was when someone decided to go and shit in the garbage cans in the washroom. That was a nice touch.
My favorite SACHS memory is probably making the senior team last year for volleyball. I was pretty excited about that, and then I got to play the whole year.
My favorite memory at SACHS was when I was in grade 10 and I got to perform for the superintendent of G Sacred.
Oh, so my best memory is definitely the time when me and my friends convinced this substitute teacher that I couldn't speak English, and I just started goofing off and she thought I just didn't understand her. And that happened for like 5 classes.
My best SACHS memory would probably have to be every year they did Valentine's Day. That was always fun, all the activities that they were able to bring in and incorporate throughout the day.
Miss Fian gave my friends and I an extension on a paper to go to Cactus Club and get ice cream on a Friday, so that was quite nice.
Definitely beating Belrose last year in the basketball game at Belrose. The energy was great. Feeling was even better.
Some really great memories for me at SACHS are when we do life lessons with Bontis. Those are always really fun.
My best SACHS memory is probably Light the Night.
The opening night of the Shadow Box.
My best SACHS memory would probably be the interview with Andrew Parker. That was really something special for me.
My best SACHS memory is probably in grade 10 when we were at church actually. We were waiting in the church basement and my group of friends and I decided to sneak out of the church basement and skip church. So.
The best SACHS memory I have would be going on the New Orleans trip in grade 10.
I'd have to say probably this one time we were messing around in Spanish class and that's the class we did the dumbest stuff in that class, but specifically one time we had to make this guacamole for chips, and there was a bunch of groups, right? And so there's 4 groups but only 2 bags of chips. So then as we were, the teacher, she made it a competition, whoever could make the recipe, and the recipe of course was in Spanish, but the words were like jumbled, so we had to unjumble the words and make the recipe. We were pretty much dumb as rocks. We didn't know a whole lot about Spanish, so we're just we're struggling throughout the whole time. We ended up we're the last group to finally get our recipe translated before we had to go in, and by the end of it we wanted those chips too, so we were rushing, we were going through ingredients, we were just pulling stuff apart with our hands, tossing it all in there. I mean, by the end of it we only ended up coming in second, which I guess wasn't bad because we did get some chips, but we didn't want to dip them in our guacamole anyway because of the conditions that we had to deal with making them. So I don't know, it was just a good time. We got off to a lot of stupid stuff in that Spanish class.
My best person at school would probably be Madame Cami Fian. She has always been there for me and she provides a support system for me whenever I need it and is just a magnificent person all around.
My best friends at school are Dylan McDonald and Kate McMahon.
My best friend at school, I couldn't really say one person. Everybody here is really nice. I have a whole bunch of friends. I get to hang out with them every day. It's fun.
I would have to say, I'd have to shout out a lot of my friends. I don't know, I couldn't specifically pick one because that'd probably be mean to some people, you know how it is, but yeah, I don't know, teacher-wise, I always liked being in Mr. Fian's class. He had a pretty chill class.
I got many best friends at the school. Probably, I don't know, Mr. Bontis is a beauty, so he's a good guy. Same as Mr. Horb. All the teachers are good, but those guys are awesome.
Ben Sorensen and Damon Leminski.
My best friend or person at school would be Olivia or Claire.
Too many to pick. Literally everyone in my grade is my best friend.
My best friends at school are Courtney and Claire.
At the moment right now, I'd probably say Nick or Luca right now. They're both in my bio class, so.
Oh, that has to be Dan.
Dan.
My best friend at school is Dan.
Probably Dan.
I'd say Dan is everybody's best friend here. If you don't know Dan, I won't believe you when you say you attended here.
So far, nothing. I just want to get a degree.
Basically to bring a voice into the entertainment industry for Canada's Métis people and have just some more variety within that.
The goals in life, I'd like to potentially own a business someday or something would be great.
One of my major goals is to be able to qualify for a Canadian swimming team. It's definitely a goal to be able to go and travel and be able to compete around the world with other athletes and experience different cultures.
Get lots of cars and trucks.
My goals are to either become a dental hygienist, a teacher, or a psychologist, and to just live life as full as possible and do as many adventurous stuff as possible.
To live a fulfilled life.
My goals in life, well, my educational goals are like to be a nurse, but then other than that, pretty much just like see where life takes you and just like be happy.
My goals in life would probably be, I'd love to travel the world one day, get to see a whole bunch of cool places, and as well, I want to be a doctor in the future, so I'd love to work for Doctors Without Borders in some time.
To become successful. Definitely want to become successful in whatever I do. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet, but whatever I do, I want to become successful.
Well, my goals in life, probably just get a stable job and hopefully get a degree at university and then see where life takes me from there.
I would like to be a neuroscientist and a doctor and research ways to help heal the world with medicine.
Some goals of mine for maybe the next 5 years or 10 years are to probably just lead a happy life or fulfilling life, which I don't know what that looks like yet, but I believe it will involve a bunch of other people, and that's important to me.
My goals in life are to get a couple degrees and move to Europe.
Well, I want to go become an anesthesiologist, so a lot of university ahead for that. I think like 8 to 12 years or something like that, so I'm only halfway done school.
My goals in life, so for school, my goals are to go into nursing, but then other than that, I think just to travel and just be overall happy.
To just positively impact the world in some manner. I don't really have a plan, and I'm all right with not having a plan because that means I have a lot to learn and explore.
My goals in life are just to be happy and to love life.
Definitely affected me because like basketball, sports-wise, I really woke up like every day looking forward to play basketball or looking forward to play basketball, play games, practice, anything, honestly anything involved basketball. So I really had to figure out something to do in my pastime to look forward to, and I found the gym, started working out. That's what I've been doing.
COVID has brought a lot of difficulty, especially in subjects. When COVID hit, I was doing English, math, and biology. It was really tough. You gotta maintain some time to devote to your subjects, so you gotta figure out time management, and also as far as not being able to see friends. It really was hard not being able to see my friends. And for 3 months, what I found was that if we just continue to text and talk and do that kind of stuff, it wasn't as bad.
All my friends go online for school, so it's like kind of hard just to get in touch with them. But I've been able to like talk with more people and like open myself up to them. And also with school, online was very tricky. How it was just such a big jump from in class, and so it's just harder to get the teachers' comments and their support for the work.
Just can't see people as much.
COVID has impacted my school life like a lot of everybody else's, just having to be online or in person and back and forth. And I think just overcoming it just by taking it day by day and seeing how it works.
COVID's impacted my school life, it's tough when we were stuck at home, learning from home. you know, couldn't get to see all your friends and stuff every day. That really sucked, and you know, not having the social interaction with the teachers and stuff is always fun, and I find you get a lot more out of it. But I've been able to overcome that by, you know, just kind of persevering and looking on the good side of things and just getting through it.
Obviously, COVID has affected this year very greatly, and it's going to affect our future next year. So some obstacles that were actually hard to get over this year is how we can't see our friends very often, unless you want to break the law. But the way we can overcome those obstacles is by just being supportive of one another and by trying to communicate with other people, even though that's hard to do.
COVID definitely changed the school atmosphere quite a bit, from wearing masks and all these extra precautions and stuff. But I think we did overcome it a bit, and like you can still talk to your friends. It's trying to get as normal as possible. Kind of got used to it. It is what it is.
Well, first of all, it's mental illness. You don't get to see your friends. You don't get to do as much as what you want to do. You don't get to go out. You're stuck at home doing nothing.
COVID really hit me hard at first, especially in grade 11. I did kind of get depressed for a little bit, and then I started to gain motivation, and then I started to work out a lot, and it helped me with school because I was able to channel my anger into working out, and then I was able to focus.
I'd say I'm naturally an extrovert, so being home away from my friends and learning through a screen is quite difficult for me, but I've learned to spend a lot of time alone and be happy with that. So
COVID's just been brutal. Like, I don't know, it just kind of sucks. Like, especially the online school and all that. Can't hang out with your friends. It's just kind of been hard, you know. I mean, we get over it by like doing FaceTime and stuff like that, and just keeping it going with just calls and, you know, general times. And when we can, we do like social distancing meets and all that. But like, I don't know, and also with COVID, it's been bringing down everyone's marks, which has kind of been pretty terrible. I don't know. It's just been hard.
COVID has impacted my life like everybody else's. It's been a huge growing period, and it's something we all have to deal with, and we're getting through it day by day.
COVID has impacted, I think, everyone in different ways. For me, I'm a really social person. I love talking to people. So it has been a struggle not being able to talk to friends as much and get together with them. But, you know, we get through it. I can see them at school and stuff like that. So you just kind of learn how to communicate in different ways online and socially distanced.
How COVID has impacted my school / day-to-day life. It's put a challenge on us. We've all had to readjust our lives. Lots of us, our schedules have been flopped upside down by COVID. We've had a lot of things taken away. But I think it's taught us to push through the hard times and be able to overachieve a lot of mental and physical struggles that we all may be going through.
COVID honestly has made things really boring.
My favorite teacher at the school is Mr. Wirtz. Ever since grade 10, when I had social with him, he made social fun. And then when he tried to recruit me for band, it was fun. Honestly, I wanted to drop out of band when I went into grade 10. So when he was my social teacher, it brought back my love for band, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
I have lots of favorite teachers, but if we're going for SACHS teachers, my favorite SACHS teacher would probably be Mr. Horb. He made physics class an incredible experience, and I had so much fun learning in his class.
I think I said this earlier, but I got to shout out Mr. Fian. He had a pretty chill class. I don't know. He just had some good times there, and it was just always such a vibe.
Definitely Miss Sharp. Got a few reasons why. One, she's very nice. I got good mark on both my midterms. She was very thrilled with me. Really made me feel good that she noticed me. And like, obviously I always looked forward for her teaching me, and on top of that, she lets go early pretty much every class, so it was always fun.
For my favorite teacher, I would have to choose two of them. It would have to be Mr. Bontis and Miss Walston. They both have been very supportive throughout many of the years. Mr. Bontis I've been able to go to and talk to, and he's been able to help me through overthinking and making me more relaxed and being more confident in myself. Miss Walston has been very supportive through my art. She has challenged me, pushed me very hard throughout the years.
Okay, it's a tie between 5, but it has to be Miss Zab because I've known her for half a decade and I'm her favorite student, so it goes hand in hand.
I'd say Ms. Zab and Mr. Ducharme because those two were my junior high teachers, and they were like, they're like chill teachers. They're funny and smart.
Mrs. Kaler, just because she's honestly such a huge nerd, and I just find that so relatable. And she's just so real with her students.
Mr. Horb, he's a beauty.
I'm actually not going to say who my favorite teacher is, but I would say each teacher has their own unique trait that I love about them. So like, I love talking to Miss Oak about what happens, Miss Oak, what happens in school. If I could choose teacher parents, it'd probably be the Bontises or Fian. If I could choose anyone for a fight, it would probably be Mr. Johnson. So yeah.
So my favorite teacher at SACHS right now would probably have to be Mr. Bontis. I really liked his life lessons. He's just a chill dude. He was great.
My favorite teacher would have to be Mrs. Bontis, just because with student council we've gotten to know each other better.
I don't have a favorite teacher necessarily. I think all of the teachers at the school are really great. Mr. Bontis is an awesome bio teacher. Mrs. Gableman is an awesome chemistry teacher.
I feel like I can't answer this question because I feel like that's picking a favorite parent. So I'd say all of them.
My favorite teacher is probably Ms. Walston because she's always made art a warm and inviting place to be.
The most memorable teacher quote for me this year has been from Miss Gableman. Whenever we leave the class, she says, "If anyone asks you where you're supposed to be, it's Mr. Bontis's class."
My most memorable teacher quote is from Ms. Walston saying, "Draw what you see and not what you think you see."
Teacher quote would be when Mr. Wirth asked me when I was late. I came in and he asked me, what's more important than Starbucks or my class? And I answered Starbucks.
Probably social class with Mr. Fian. Every time he points at the clock and is like, "You're on Fian time, man."
My most memorable teacher quote would have to be Mr. Bontis saying peanut gallery.
Miss Fian used to always say, can you please cease and desist your lingular activity? So basically like be quiet in a kind, respectful way, and I like that.
Mrs. Pollock say K. Just K, K.
So we were in social and Mr. Wirth was yelling at us for something. I don't know what he was yelling at us for, but he had like a really big voice crack right in the middle. And then he was just so embarrassed he couldn't come back from it, and he just let us all go early.
My most memorable teacher quote would be from Madame Fian. Cease and desist your lingual activity.
The most memorable teacher quote for me is a pretty simple one. Mr. Bontis told me is to stop overthinking. And also, he's also said to me, do I look stressed? Because if I'm stressed, then you have to be stressed. As long as I'm not worried, you should be fine.
I'd have to say the most memorable teacher quote to me anyway was probably Jackson, get off your phone. Heard that one a lot.
When Mr. Wirtz would yell jazz band after social.
Best teacher quote was definitely when, quote, Miss Zab said, "Jolan, you're the coolest, greatest, smartest student in the school."
Hey, peanut gallery, quiet down. I'm trying to teach a life lesson.
A best teacher impression for me is one that Mr. Fian does. We do elbow bumps in the hallway all the time. I never had him as a teacher, so him being friendly with me and everyone else is really great.
I don't know, I always come to mind Mr. Wirtz just talking about how his daughter is so interested in lizard people and think they have penetrated the government.
I'd say just Madame Sharp being like the kindest, sweetest human being ever. That's that's it.
It hurts my soul.
It's Mr. Horb.
McDonald's.
To finish this sentence, I'm skipping class and going to a swim meet. Obviously, I miss a lot of school due to swimming, but I'm passionate about it, and it's been able to help me get scholarship through the university at Buffalo.
Definitely to study, because I don't really skip class to not do anything productive. Definitely skip class to study, which I've done quite a bit.
I am skipping class and either going to Dawn's or to Tan at my house.
To finish this sentence, I'm skipping class and I'm going to go home.
Madame Sharp's bio class.
Nita's.
I'm going to skip class and go to McDonald's.
Either Starbucks or Tim's.
I'm skipping class and going to Tim's.
If I skipped class, I would go to Tim Hortons with my friends.
Tim's.
Definitely have to be, if I'm going somewhere, skipping class would be Timmy's.
I'm skipping class and going to Tim Hortons.
I'm skipping class and going to Tim's.
If I were to skip school, I would go to Tim's.
I don't know, probably Tim Hortons.
To finish the sentence, I'm skipping class and going to Tim's. Tim's is a beauty place to go. You can't go anywhere else.
Oh, yeah, definitely that Belrose game, that last year. Like what I said before, the energy was great, the win was even better.
Best memory of a SACHS sporting event is probably when I was on senior volleyball last year playing in front of the whole school at our senior volleyball tournament. It was pretty fun. It was a pretty cool experience.
I'd say in grade 10, I remember being huddled up under a big blanket with all of my best friends at a football game in the fall, and that was just such a good memory to have.
One really great memory of a SACHS sporting event has been some football games I attended when I was in grade 10. These football games were always really cold, so grabbing a cup of hot chocolate with some friends was a very fun experience.
My best memory of a SACHS sporting event is probably when in 2019 when I played for the SACHS girls soccer team, and we went to a tournament and we had a lot of fun together.
My best memory of a SACHS sporting event would be freezing my butt off at a football game and just being wrapped up in a bunch of blankets with my friends.
The SACHS versus PK game when I got to verse my friends from the school in-game.
Definitely have to be the volleyball tournament. Those were always fun.
This was a while ago. This was in grade 10. Probably winning the badminton finals. It was Div 4, but we don't need to talk about that.
When my buddy wore his rubber boots to our volleyball.
It was like in my second year when I was on the SACHS Skyhawks football team. I was on the offensive line, and so when the one play started, I had no idea. I just bull rushed this one dude a few good yards, and I had just no idea that I actually was doing so well.
My favorite memory of a SACHS sporting event is freezing my butt off and eating really hot mini donuts.
My favorite memory of a SACHS sporting event would have to be grade 10 during spring football season when we were at the Jamboree and a whole bunch of guys stood up for me.
Probably any sad or melancholy song.
A song would be Jordan Belfort or No Lie, because my grade is, we're all connected.
The one song that comes to mind when I think about my time at SACHS is I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas. It was a good time and I had a blast.
So I think the song that represents me and the time at SACHS would definitely have to be Tennille Townes, Somebody's Daughter. It's a really meaningful song to both me and my family, so yeah.
A song title that represents my time here at SACHS would probably be A Little More Time by Lucky Day. And it's a song about needing more time to be with the ones that your friends or your teachers are everything. I sort of take it that way, and I just wish I had a little bit more time here to really get to know the place better.
A movie title that explains this year for me very well is Clueless, because it's confusing sometimes when we're switching between online school and in-person. Another one would be Dude, Where's My Car? Because whenever I park at the school, I have to make a mental note where I park because otherwise I can't find my car.
Probably be Hitchcock's Vertigo.
I'd say a song that represents my time here at SACHS is Good Day by Nappy. That's a good song.
High School Musical.
Probably 10 Things I Hate About You, because I'm sure we could all come up with 10 things we hate about school in the moment. Or I'm Still Standing by Elton John, because, well, we've been through a lot and we're still standing through all of everything.
Okay, so one thing I wish I did during my time at SACHS is my friends and I had a plan to add a frame to the wall of notable alumni with one of their faces and see how long it took a staff member to realize that a face had been added, and I wish we went through with that idea because it would have been hilarious.
I think the one thing that I wish that I did during SACHS was definitely express myself a bit more. Through the years, I've always been shy, so when a couple of people were able to start coming up to me and talking to me, I was able to open up more. So I wish I was a bit more expressive of who I was and what I'm about.
I wish I was able to create more projects in grade 11 during COVID to help with everyone's mental health. I know a lot of people suffered during that time, or do more social justice projects in general before grade 12.
One thing I wish I did during my time at SACHS would be to probably have a proper graduation, but because that's what everyone would say, I'd probably say I wish I would have met more people, but there's always time for that in university.
Ooh. Probably just screw around.
Talk to more people.
One thing I wish I did more of was probably the sports. We couldn't really do that because of COVID, but if COVID wasn't a factor, definitely join more sports teams.
Definitely wish there was, I could play basketball this year, but they can't because of COVID, so it is what it is, you know.
One thing I wish I did during my time at SACHS was probably go on the New Orleans trip in grade 10.
Just ask for more help from the teachers, and maybe even just from my fellow students, if it was just for like advice or school work.
One thing I wish I did was go to school because we could not.
I wish I could have played on more sports teams. There's especially with COVID and all that, all the sports getting canceled. I don't know, I had a good time on track days and stuff like that. Those were always super fun.
One thing I wish I did at SACHS. I don't know, I've pretty much done it all, so there's not much left for me to do.
One thing I wish I did here at my time here at SACHS is I wish I got a chance to take option classes and explore the foods room or the construction room or yoga classes with Mrs. Bontes.
One thing I wish I did at my time at SACHS was probably go to a football game. I never went to a football game. I was planning on going to it this year, but then COVID happened, so I couldn't.
At SACHS, I wish I probably would have, interacted with a few more school activities.
If I could change one school rule, and a lot of students might agree with this with me, but maybe not teachers, is to make churches not mandatory.
I don't know, I'd have to get rid of that no skipping class rule. Tim's is pretty chill.
If I could change one school rule, it would probably be extending lunch a little longer because it's way too short. If I'm driving to go to McDonald's or something, I seriously have to pick it up, then rush back to school to get a parking spot. I've had to eat it in class before. I went to Grad Bakery one time, got with Charlie, and we got this big French loaf of bread, and we just ate it in chem class last year.
I'd like the students to have a bit more say in what they have in their curriculum.
The school rule I would change is that A, lunch be longer, and B, we get rid of TA.
If I could change one school rule, it would be getting rid of the phone pockets.
I think the one rule that I could change right now would be the COVID situation and wearing masks. I feel like it's covering up a lot of our identities right now, and it's stopping us from being able to enjoy life and enjoy the last couple of years that we have in high school.
This isn't really a rule, but I definitely ripped those speed bumps out of the parking lot.
If I could change one school rule, it would be going to church is mandatory. I'd make it like, just if you want to go to church, you can go to church. Because I feel like they're forcing a lot of kids to go.
Probably make it be like, you can skip hot clock, but I mean, we already do that anyway, so.
When a student brings coffee to a teacher, the teacher shouldn't be marking them late.
If I were to change one rule, I would put more breaks throughout the classes. Or just a big break in the middle, just more breaks in general.
To talk to more people.
My advice that I would give to my 10th grade self would be stop stressing over your grades and just have fun.
I don't know, I'd say don't think about things. 10th grade is just like, you don't really have to worry about it, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like a wash year. I'd say concentrate less on your grades for that year and concentrate more on just having a good time. But put the effort in once you get into grade 11 and 12.
Don't be nervous and stop overthinking things, really. You overcome a lot of stuff in the next couple of years, and you really achieve a lot of goals that you didn't know that you could achieve.
Grade 10, enjoy as much as you can. Go live your life.
Don't screw around as much.
Ask for more help from the students and the teachers in the school, and like just on like everyday advice or schoolwork.
Advice I would give to my 10th grade self is probably don't procrastinate. I procrastinated quite a bit and I didn't get some stuff done when I should have. So it's way easier if you just get the stuff done.
I would say to her, don't be so focused on going into so many activities. Just focus on school and you'll have a blast.
The advice I would give to my 10th grade self would be to relax. Take it slow, it's gonna be okay and you're going to do great things. Just relax.
Some advice that I would give to my 10th grade self is to fast track a lot of my courses so I would have some spares.
The advice I'd give my 10th grade self was probably to just enjoy high school as much as possible. It goes by super, super quick, so go to that event. Just do as much as you can in the little time you have.
To always keep your head up no matter what.
The advice I'd give to my 10th grade self is start dressing better now so that you're set up for the future.
The advice I'd give to my 10th grade self is don't be afraid to be yourself, and that drama isn't everything. Don't go after the drama, don't try to create drama, just live your life and be the best friend you can to anyone.
I'd tell my 10th grade self to not worry, not stress. Everything works itself out, so instead go out, create memories, because high school only happens once.
I don't know, I'd have to say something along the lines of, and just live while you're young. Just concentrate on having good times. Live while you do stupid stuff while you still have the excuse to. Because once you get old, you won't be able to do any of that stuff anymore.
Congratulations, you barely did it.
To inspire my peers, I'd say just do what you want in life. Like it doesn't have to be what you don't have to go along with everyone and how they have their own path. You can always go on your own path which would be wonderful. No. Basically, don't be so normal. Don't be afraid to be out there and like unique. And to end the quote, I'd say, I always was fond of this one by Keanu Reeves, in which it's, I don't want to be a part of a world where kindness is a weakness, and also just be the change in that way, and to maybe in life try and change one person's view.
Choose what you're going to do in life, otherwise the world will choose for you.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We made it through.
For the class of 2021, I wish you all the very best and hope that you guys are able to succeed at life through whatever paths you guys choose. And I hope you guys have fun throughout the next few years.
I just want to say congratulations to everyone who graduated this year. It's been a hard year for many of us, but at least we didn't have to write diplomas. John F. Kennedy once said, "Every accomplishment starts with a decision to try." So wherever any of you go in the future, make sure you live with resolution.
Nothing will work unless you do is a quote by Maya Angelou, and she's such a prophetic poet and writer. She worked hard all her life, and she got so many different accolades after her, and she's such an amazing person all around. And to my fellow graduates, I would say we have to work hard, and we've worked hard, and to achieve what we want in life, you're always going to have to struggle, and you're going to have to do things that you don't want to do. You're going to have to do things you don't want to do to get somewhere that you want to go. So work hard.
No one expects to be punched in the face until they are. I think I messed that up a bit, but that's by Mike Tyson.
Hardships prepare ordinary people for extraordinary destinations is definitely a quote I would say.
Congrats, guys. It's been hard. COVID really hit us hard, but just know that you got to keep on fighting, and this is definitely not going to be the worst thing that we're going to face in life. And just be kind to everyone. No matter who you see on the street, just smile. It can save someone's day.
Chase your goals, endeavor to set new ones, never cease to continue on growing. Your future looks promising, so good luck, Skyhawks.
Think about your future, your present, and don't get impacted by the social media as much. Go be yourself.
Live life to the fullest.
Wayne Gretzky once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So any opportunity you get, just take it. You don't know where you'll go in life, so you might as well.
Let's celebrate how far we have come, how hard we have worked, and remember all the memories we have accumulated throughout these years. Remember, it's not the end, it's only the beginning. A new chapter awaits, so reach out and let it take a hold of you. Don't be afraid, because every single one of you is stronger than you think. I want to thank every single one of you for making these years a blast. I wish you all the best of luck in all your endeavors and wherever life takes you. Remember to smile, have a good time, and help those in need. You are all incredible young adults. You are amazing. Congratulations, class of 2021.